So in this next part of special factoring, we're going to talk about difference of squares. So difference implies the subtraction or the minus operation, and the square meaning the perfect square, so a squared and b squared. So whenever you come across a problem where you have to factor, and it's in the form of two perfect square with a minus in the middle, so if you do notice that you have a perfect square, like the a squared, and then another one, like the b squared, with the minus in the middle, then your answer will be in this form, or the second form, where in the first one is a plus b, and then times a minus b. Whereas I wrote the other form, where it's flipped, a minus b times a plus b. So here, the order doesn't really matter as long as that these two has their opposite sign. So the first one has a plus while the second one has a minus. Whereas in the second one, the first one has a minus and then the second one has a plus. As long as it's a perfect square, then your answer will be in these two factors where it's going to be opposite sign. But same A and same B. So make sure you follow these two forms if you come across these right here, two perfect square with the minus in the middle. In the first example, we have x squared minus y squared, so two variables. Now they both have squares, so that means that they are perfect square with a minus in the middle. So if that's the case, then we notice that this is indeed a difference of square. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the square root of the first term and then the square root of the second term. The square root of x squared is x, and then the square root of y squared is y. So once I get that down, then simply we're just going to follow the format. Again, the order doesn't matter. I could write a plus b first or a minus b. So if I choose to write a plus b, so therefore my a value, which is x, plus my b value, which is y. Put that in parentheses, and then another set of parentheses where it's going to be x minus y. So that's my factors for x squared minus y squared, and then this is my final answer. So that's all you have to do for factoring difference of squares. In the second example, we have m squared minus 16. So let's take a look at the first term. M squared is a perfect square. 16 is also a perfect square, and it has a minus in the middle. So this is in the form of a difference of square. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the square root of the first term and then the square root of the second term. The square root of m squared is m, and then the square root of 16 is just 4. So after I do the square root, then I'm just going to follow the form of the answer. So if I write the first set of parentheses m plus 4, then the second one will be m minus 4. Whereas if you chose to write m minus 4 first, that's okay. Then the second one, m plus 4. Remember, it has to be opposite signs. And again, either form is acceptable. Doesn't matter what order you write, as long as between the two factors is opposite sign. So again, either form works. The order doesn't matter as long as you follow the format correctly.